my name is Theresa Velasquez, World Classic Miss Tourism 2019 and the current Miss Legacy 2020. I'm here with Madisen from the Arthur Murray Dance Studio. Say hello, Madisen.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I love dancing myself, and I decided I was going to come over here and interview Madisen and ask her some questions about herself and the studio she runs. She's the new student director?
I am.
Is that your title? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I wanted to know a little bit about you as far as how did you get your start in dancing? What inspired you? What motivated you? Why did you start dancing?
Good question.
Uh-huh.
Well, I started when I was like 3 or 4 years old, just doing like little kid dancing. And I did that probably up until about junior high. And then I took a break and did more sports when I was in high school.
Oh.
So then when I went into college and I was working 3 different jobs, and I was going to school full time, and it was a really stressful time in my life. I wanted to find something that I could do to like bring some joy back into my life. And so that's when I decided to try out some dance lessons again. And so I looked up, I had gone swing dancing a couple times when I turned 18, and I thought it was the greatest thing I had ever done.
Absolutely.
The moment you learn how to dance with a partner, there's like no going back.
Yes.
It was so much fun. So I looked up, I think in the newspaper at that point, and I saw that there was an ad to take lessons at the Arthur Murray in Santa Barbara. And so it had for a free lesson to try it. When I called, they were so nice on the phone, and they said, actually we have a spot tonight with one of our male instructors. So I put my heels on and my makeup on and went to the studio, and I loved it.
Yeah, I had a similar experience when my teens, living with mom and dad, and I just decided, why not? There's these free lessons, right? So I went in and I was hooked for the rest of my life.
Yeah. And here I am. Yeah. I will be for the rest of my life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this?
Now I've been with Arthur Murray. Like I started as a student in 2005, and then I started as a teacher in 2007, and then I've been doing it since then.
And I understand you've been a top teacher.
Yeah. I've done a lot of teaching. I'm most known for my my skills in the new student department. So my most favorite thing to do is to teach brand new students, so with no experience. And so I've done a lot with the company actually on helping train teachers and managers on how to have successful new student departments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as far as your programs, what kind of programs do you offer? You have beginner programs, you have intermediate, advanced programs. How does that work?
That's a great question. We have our like main programs are a new student program, which is really like a 2-week program if you need some survival skills, and then we have a program called the bronze program, and that there's like different levels of bronze, and that is like your real strong social dancing program to be a really good looking social dancer. And so a majority of our student body is on the bronze program. Then from there you can also do, as you advance in your bronze program, you can become a silver dancer. We have a silver program and we have a gold program. And these can all be social dancing programs, or they can be competitive programs.
Right, there's the exhibition level, competitive. Do any of your students go to any of the local competitions? Does Arthur Murray have their own? I believe it's Arthur Murray that has their own organized competitions.
Yes. Yeah, we do a lot of things locally. Like yesterday we had our local extravaganza, which was in Lodi. Super successful night. That was really fun. And so that type of stuff is what we do locally. And as far as the big competitions, those are usually, they're put on by Arthur Murray, and they're in other cities and can be all over the world. So our most recent one that we just came back from was in Las Vegas. But we always also have one in Southern California. There will be one next year in Hawaii and New Orleans. and also there have been some in Italy. I think next year is Prague specifically.
How fun, yeah.
So it can be, there are lots that are hosted, and if the students want to go, we go.
Do you have cruises too? Going in?
We don't have cruises, no.
Just wondering.
Well, we do. We have a dinner cruise that we do, which is super fun. So how that works is everyone meets here, and we take a limo to San Francisco, and we do a night out of dinner and dancing. So a majority of our student body is here for social dancing.
Yeah, I've done that with one of my schools where I used to teach. We used to do a similar
Yeah.
to the hornblower.
The hornblower, that's what we do. Yeah. So that's a really fun night.
Okay. So now, as far as your parties here, what do you offer as far as parties for the new students, for the more advanced students?
Yeah. So how our programs work is that everyone at our school takes private lessons. And so that's where you learn how to do like your leading and following, you learn your patterns, your style. You don't need a partner to learn, but you get that information on your private lessons. And then for all of our students, we have group classes 6 days per week and parties twice a week. So those are free with our private lesson programs. And our parties are different than like going out dancing in that all of the instructors are there, so we help, especially, you know, the new students, you're still learning your basics and trying to recognize what song to do to what dance steps. And so all the teachers are there to really coach you through social dancing. Mm-hmm. That way when you go out dancing, you have had your practice time. Yeah.
I've written about the benefits of dance sport. And I wanted to know, what do you think are the benefits of dance sport?
Dance sport is a competitive term. Is that what you mean?
Right.
Yeah, I love it. To me, some of the biggest benefits of being involved in dance sport are just like the overall confidence that you get as someone who has done something like that. Think if you were a singer, you know, you can sing in your shower and that's one thing, but if you were to sing the national anthem in front of, you know, thousands of people, your confidence in your singing is going to be much stronger. Mm-hmm. And so that's something that being involved in competitions can do for you. And even if it's not your life goal to be the champion, you know, you can compete as a newcomer. And but just when you do something big like that, then when you find yourself at a wedding, you're not going to be afraid to ask someone to dance. Exactly. And really, anytime you're doing a sport, you're really getting a lot of the athletic benefits mm-hmm. from it. Mm-hmm. And so anytime you're training for something, you know, that's why people run marathons sometimes, or they do different, you know, are part of softball leagues, you know, there's always a championship involved. Anytime you have a goal with a deadline, you work harder on your endurance, and you know, you are more focused on your lessons. So
there's health benefits, you know, to dancing.
So many. It's a lot about like your body and your balance, like mm-hmm. those fine muscles that you're working on, and just your posture really helps with like the blood flow. And you know, anytime you're learning a skill like dancing, because of the quick decisions you have to make on the mm-hmm. floor, it's not memorizing. You know, it's action reaction. That's really great for your brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so that's actually been shown to be a leading, you know, health benefit as far as Alzheimer's go. It's mm-hmm. shown to slow the effects more than other activities that people might do, such as crossword puzzles or golfing or biking. So ballroom dancing specifically was one of the highest.
And also it helps your balance, people mm-hmm. with balance problems. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just overall mm-hmm. great for health.
Yeah.
Now, as far as your, I think you're having festival right now. Did you say
we
you started festival?
Yeah.
Okay, could you tell us a little bit about the festivals here that you have at Art de Maurice?
Yeah.
And this is like your first week now?
This is week 2.
Week 2.
Last week was week 1.
And what prizes do the students get? What prizes do the teachers get?
They get free lessons, yeah, dance shoes, we give away all kinds of things, yeah, workshops, mm-hmm. stuff like that. So the cool thing about being a part of a company that has been around since 1912 is that there are so many traditions that we get to like carry on, and one of those is called festival. And what it is it's a 6-week competition of it's a participation competition. So it's kind of like a 6-week spirit week. And it started back when Arthur Murray was on the East Coast and they didn't have air conditioning or heaters and they had to close the studio for 6 weeks out of the year because the no one wanted to go out in the heat or the cold. And so the teachers didn't want to not have a job for 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So they threw these crazy parties with food and decorations and costumes and to help people come to the studio during these harsh weather times. And so now we have both of those things, heaters and air conditioning. In California, we always have great weather. So we still carry on that tradition, and it's turned into a worldwide participation competition. So everything that
Right, I remember
students,
being in the teachers' festivals. and,
yeah,
a lot of fun, lots of parties.
lots of parties.
I mean, you go to all kinds of places. What places are you planning to take the students?
Well, that normally our summer one, that's when we go on the cruise.
Uh-huh.
So that'll be our event, and then every party, the Friday parties we have here,
Mhm.
then we do the big decorations and costumes.
The
and,
theme parties.
Yeah, our festival theme this year is the Festival of Festivals.
Oh.
So we have like a Mardi Gras,
Uh-huh.
and we're doing like I don't know, our posters are over there. Let me see. Last week was Carnival. That was fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that's our theme for this one, and then our part of this is our holiday ball. So we'll be having a ball.
Oh, yes, the holiday ball.
Yeah. So that'll be December 13th.
Uh-huh.
And we do that in Foster City with
Mhm.
a lot of the Northern California Arthur Murrays.
So you get together with other Arthur Murray studios?
Yep. Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right, and so the students participate a lot in the shows, you have a good turnout?
Yeah, so that event, the holiday ball, will have over 300 people in attendance.
Uh-huh.
And we, it's think of it like a wedding. You've got the big round tables, everything's
Uh-huh.
decorated, everyone's dressed. This one is some kind of, it's like a white party, right? Everyone will be in white,
Yeah.
so it's really beautiful. And then the teachers put on a show for the students. So it's like a big dinner dance, so a lot of social dancing and just celebrating the year and the dance progress.
That's wonderful. Now, you showed me this here, Dance-A-Rama, you have that too. Could you tell us a little bit about that, the Dance-A-Rama?
Yeah, the Dance-A-Ramas are the competitions, and so after our students go, then we make them a little book. So this kind of shows some of the pictures from the events. So this is Sarah and with Alexis here. So this is and then this is Sarah and her husband. So he went as well. This is him dancing with his teacher. So we do these types of
Very
events.
glamorous.
It is, yeah. It's a big glamorous event that we do. So this one was in San Diego, and then we have another one from. This one was from Irvine.
Irvine.
So this is Maddie, and
Oh, okay.
she went, and these are all her fancy sparkly dresses,
Uh-huh.
and so yeah. So we make these books so you can have the memories of all the
Absolutely.
events.
It's wonderful.
So this shows her dancing, and then they had a Grease party that
Oh.
night. So it is a
50s.
competition, but there's always like a big show, and there's always these themed dinners, and
Right.
there's often excursions.
Mhm.
So going to a competition isn't this like competitive dancing
Right.
event. It is, but there's so much more like
Mhm.
camaraderie and
Yeah. And the
social
socializing.
yeah. The cool thing about the Dance-A-Ramas is that you're socializing with people doing the same thing as you, but they're from other places. Like we have studios in Texas, and we have studios in Florida, and then there's the Italian studios and the Peruvian studios and the Japan studios. So they're all there at this competition, and they're all social dancers, like doing their competitive thing, and it's such a great environment.
Right, and you make a lot of friends because you're socializing a lot. It's good for you, another health benefit, you know, getting out, doing something, having fun.
Yes.
You get to dance with your other half, right?
Yeah, you can dance with your other half, or you don't need another half. You can dance with your teacher. You can dance with all the students there. So that I think is one of the coolest parts is that with partner dancing, you don't need to have a partner. And if you do, then look at these memories that you're creating with each other. Like
Right,
it's so
it's
great.
like that's one thing I remember teaching because I've taught Arthur Murray first, as I told you. And we used to teach our students, just get up and ask the ladies, you know, respectfully, just to dance and have fun. And so you're always dancing. I remember all the students were always up and dancing, whether with a teacher or their, you know, spouses, friends.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of fun, great environment.
Everybody dances with each other.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the cool thing about social dancing is it's a mix and match and you know, whatever you'd like. You can make it how you'd like.
Okay. Now you got started here in Stockton about 3 years ago?
Yep. Yeah, 3 years. Next May will be our 4th year, so we're about 3.5 years. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was really happy to hear that they have brought an Arthur Murray here.
Yeah.
After teaching, you know, Arthur Murray's, and I wanted an Arthur Murray here, so finally that wish came true, and so I'm happy that you're here and everything is going good for you.
Thank you.
And is there anything that you're going to be planning in the near future that you might want to talk about or tell us about?
We're just gonna keep, you know, building the school, and you know, I always have dreams of doing bigger things. Like I would love to host like a huge, you know, dancing with the like Stockton Stars, and grow that to Dancing with the San Joaquin Stars. And you know, as we're still growing the school, you know, I can't do too big, and you know, while we're still growing, but eventually I would love to do something where we like can do more charity work. We already do, you know, we do a lot with like Read to Me Stockton, and I'm in the Rotary, so we do a lot with things like that. We also help out with the Alzheimer's patients and things like that. But I know we can do more, and so I'd like to do like a lot more. So that's like big picture growth. Yeah.
Right. So we'll see where that, you know, goes, and
Yeah.
we'll have to talk to Dawn and see what we can do here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, I see you have a lot of programs up there. Those are for the all the students that you have here.
Yeah, that's our student body. Those are all people on their bronze program.
The
Bronze program, yeah.
What about as far as getting certified for the teachers, the students passing their levels and all that?
Yeah.
The you have days when you know, have tests for them and all that.
Kind of. Do you mean as far as the students go?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like a when you're ready. We have a curriculum that we follow, and so of course the students that come more often and take part in more group classes and take more lessons, you know, you learn faster. Just like if you were taking a language, if you took a class every day, you'd be fluent quicker, right?
Right.
So we don't try to pressure anyone to like need to test by a certain deadline. We do have twice a year we do graduation celebrations, but you can test out of, you know, go to the next level of 1 dance or 2 dances, or you can do like if you have 9 dances on your program. So there's a curriculum that we follow and skills that you attain from each level, and we just continue to grow you depending on what your goals are, and as we achieve goals, then you go to your next level. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Madisen, and I wish you all the luck and success at your studio here.
Thank you.
In Stockton, California. And we're going to say bye now. Bye.
Bye.